Assalamu alaikum. This is Mohammed Rameez and you are watching Flutter Fluency. So today we are going to talk about page parameters. So this is a very important topic and you can't skip this topic if you are building a Flutterflow application. So here you can see that here we can see page parameters. So we are going to talk about page parameters in this video. Okay, so if I hover over on it and if I see the tooltip, it's not opening anyways. So why the page parameters use and how we can use these page parameters and what's the purpose of these page parameters. So in the previous video we have discussed that how to create custom widgets in which we have created this custom widget. Okay, so today in this video we are gonna see the page parameters and we can pass the values which we are calculating from this BMI calculator, and we will be passing that values into the next page. So let's create a new page. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna duplicate this page and then change the name by how can I change. So I can double click on it here and I can say result page result page. Okay, and here we can see that BMI calculator, everything is fine. We need to remove this thing, this button, and then we can remove this part, and we don't need this and we don't need even this thing. Okay, so here we can show maybe we can increase the height of our container. So maybe we can say 200. It would be like this, and we can make it as centered, so it's fine now. And we need to increase to 350. Let's suppose 350, or yeah, 350. Yeah, so it's fine now. So what we need to do, I'm gonna duplicate this thing and I'm gonna remove the text by enter, and I'm gonna increase the size by 24 pixels. Here I'm gonna show the status, and here we can show the BMI. Okay, that's fine. Now what's the issue? Yeah, okay, so let me remove it, delete. Okay, so here we are gonna pass. Okay, so the page is now completed. We can simply say here, we can say BMI. Okay, so the small is BMI. Maybe we can make it caps, all caps, BMI. Okay, and here we can show the value of BMI. That's fine. Let me increase a little bit more. Now the page is finalized, page is completed. The only thing we need to see is that we want to pass the values in to this page. Okay, so let me change the icon by back. So this is a back page, so that's why the back icon. And I'm gonna delete the drawer if I have. Yeah, I have, so I'm gonna delete it. And when I click this icon, so I want to go back, back, navigate back. Okay, so yeah, this page is done. Let's move towards the home page. So basically what we want is that we want to pass the values when we click on this button, and after doing the calculation, what we want is that after the calculation we will be navigating it towards the result page. Okay, we will be navigating it towards the result page, and we can show the values that we are getting it here. Okay, so for that reason we want to create parameters. Either you can create parameters, and on result page you can create parameters from here by defining the parameters, or you can simply go back to your result page because you want parameters on this page, so you need to create parameters from here. You can add parameters. First of all, my first parameter would be index, which would be most probably double, and it's a required. Second parameter is status. Okay, so it should be string, and this is also required. Now I'm gonna do confirm because these parameters are required. So when I click confirm, so it will throw an error on every page where I am using the navigation of this page, because we have not initialized, we have not defined these two variables. Let's wait and see. You will be able to see one error. Okay, two errors because two parameters are missing, so you can see that. Now it's asking for to pass parameters. Result page, you can see the same page. This is, so it's asking for parameter. Let me click here and it's asking for two parameters now. So one is index and one is status. So how can we add these parameters? You already know that in the previous video I have shown you when we run the BMI calculation action, so we are getting the result in an action output. So when I click on it, click on BMI index, then we have a data structure field. Why? Because we have already created data structures which we have already learned in the third part of this series. Okay, so when I click on this, so here you can see index. So I'm gonna attach my index here, and the same thing, I'm gonna copy this thing and paste it here. Now I'm gonna change it to status. Now confirm. So that's how we can simply pass the parameters, and we can define the parameters. So yeah, it's done. So what I want is that I want this should be conditionally visible. This should be conditionally visible when my app state variable, which is loading. So when is loading is true, when my is loading is true, so it will show that this widget, and I just delay. We need to add a delay of 4 seconds. That's fine now. Okay, that's good. And we need to delete this thing. And now what the thing is that, first of all, my loading occurs, then there is a 4-second wait, then the calculation would be done, and after the calculation we no need to show the status snack bar. Now we are making our variable false, then we will be navigating it towards the next page, and we can add the transition, which is, maybe we can say it's slide up. Okay, so let's see how it's look like and how it's turn out. Okay, so colors, here we also need to set a secondary text, because this color is not appearing. I have seen for the male we also need, yeah, it's secondary. Everything is good now, and if I go there as well, so it's secondary text, and these colors are fine. Yeah, we also need to set the values here. The weight is, you can see the weight is right now, by default the weight would be 20, and age would be 10. Okay, so its age would be 10 and weight would be 20. On an UI builder, it's, yeah, this is fine. And we also don't want to see the, when we are clicking on or sliding the values, so we don't want decimal places. We only want one decimal place, 0 decimal place. We don't want a decimal value, because we don't want centimeters should be 100.5 or 6. Okay, that's great. Now let's run it. Okay, so let's wait for a couple of seconds and see how it's look like. And in the previous video we have also seen how we create this custom widget, and we have also passed the random colors, so you will be able to see every time you reload the screen, so you will be able to see the random colors in this loading. So let's see. So let's recall the topic, which is page parameters. So let's see how we create these page parameters. So let's assume that first of all, the important key lesson and key learning, an important thing to understand is that you not need to mix two pages. So let's suppose this is your page A and this is your page B. Okay, and you want the variables, on this page. Okay, because you want variables on this page, that's why you need page parameters on this page, because you want to assign. Oh, that's a bad thing, we have not linked the page parameters with the values. So let me do link these things, so you can see page parameters, and now you can simply add a status here. So here we need to show the status value, and for the default value we can say normal. So this is a default value, and here we can simply add the index. Okay, and the index should be, by default it's 0. So yeah, that's now fine. So we have linked our page parameters with these values, so that's how we can pass the value from one page to another page, and on the other page we can show the actual values that we are getting from the previous page. So let's reload it. 13, and age is, maybe age is 13 15 kg, and age is 6, and this person is 66 centimeters and it's male. Now let me click calculate BMI. You can see that it's loading, and after 4 seconds it's move towards the next page, which is saying that okay, you are obese and your BMI is this. So we can change this thing by like we can simply go and set the decimal points, comma, and we can also precise this thing if we want, and this is our BMI and this is the fine. Yeah, that's how we can do this thing. So we can adjust this thing. We can also minimize the round of spacings or other things. So if you want to calculate again, so okay, so we need to increase length, height. So the height is, now height is 100 centimeters. You can see the random colors are changing every time when I clicking the, so it's now normal. Okay, so that's how you can achieve the thing. So this is a very short topic, and I hope you understand about page parameters. On the page where you want to get the values, so you can simply add the page parameters on that page, and you can assign the page parameters from the navigation part. Okay, so here I want to add the navigation. So when I have added navigation, navigate to page, result page, so I need to define the values, so which I have added from my action outputs. So that's how you can do these things. Yeah, you can simply do a required parameters if you want. Every time, let's suppose this page, so this page is purposeless if this page does not have any value. So that's why we must need to have a required. So whenever this page is calling, user must need to pass the values, BMI and index. Okay, so index and status, both of these things should be required, and these are the data types that you can use to achieve these things. So thank you so much for watching, and in the next topic we are going to learn about page state variables. So stay tuned, and I'll see you soon.